So, guys, this next case is a very important one to me on a personal level. Uh, it takes place near Green River, Wyoming, right outside the Grand Tetons National Park area, interestingly enough. It is the missing person case of none other than a woman named Aubree Corona. That's correct. And she went missing right there by the Fork Lake, apparently here in the Wyoming Hills region. Now, it isn't known still to this day what truly happened. Some people are like, well, maybe they just got lost and so on, but no. I chalk this one up to very possible foul play. The hunters loved this particular area, and they did enjoy hiking directly through the lake to a place called Dubois, Wyoming. Without further ado, here we go. So next we're going to be covering this important case. For some reason here, really needs a lot more attention to these cases. A Wyoming woman was missing for more than a month. She was found dead directly next to a truck. So it says the remains of 28-year-old Aubree Corona were located Tuesday, 6 weeks after July 13th, 2021, when she was first reported missing. Investigators with the Sublette County Sheriff's Office have been working to piece together what may have happened to Corona ever since she disappeared. Corona was a resident of Spanish Fork originally. And there you can see she's been missing for quite a while, so this is no surprise. But she had moved to Green River, Wyoming. She was camping with a boyfriend and their family when she left to get gas. She said she was just going to Pinedale, Wyoming, but somehow ended up in Dubois. You can see here, this is Dubois is kind of outside of the Teton National Forest, which is interesting to notice that. Karen Corona said she had suspected something was wrong from the onset because her daughter left her kids at the house. The key to Corona's disappearance, she said, was going to be locating the truck, which they finally did locate near Fremont County and the border of Leeds Creek in Wyoming. Officials stated the truck was located in the Leeds Creek area. There was no cell phone coverage for the area, which is the reason any pings done to Corona's cell phone were ineffective. The cause of Corona's death is still unknown, but foul play cannot be ruled out. The Fremont County Sheriff, as well as Sublette County, wishes to extend their condolences. So this is, of course, quite unusual. The report at first said there was no reason to suspect any type of foul play was involved. But this was later cast into doubt. Searchers found the body of a Green River woman who had been missing since mid-July. The body of Aubree Corona, age 28, was located Tuesday during a search of the official Sublette County area outside the Wyoming Hills. Authorities found Corona's body 1.3 miles from some kind of abandoned truck on a remote road near Leeds Creek. So it was down here in this area of the lake in central Wyoming, right outside the forest, and of course, that would not be any coincidence. Authorities launched a new search after Corona's truck was found. The pickup had over half a tank of gas, but that was it. There was no cell phone service and no pings were in the direct area at the time when the investigative team came in and searched. Corona went missing July 15th after texting friends to say she was lost. she failed to ever return to the campsite near Union Pass. So there was a campout that was occurring right here, directly outside of Leeds Creek, next to the lake. But of course, no one was ever seen in the area, and they discovered this body. So the campout that was next to this very interesting Wyoming lake did not go as planned. Thank you. There's a little more on this. Pinedale, Wyoming. Here's the important part where it gets good. After searching hundreds of literal square miles between New Fork Lake, where the campsite was, in Dubai, Wyoming, Sublette County Search and Rescue EMT personnel and Fremont officials, while still looking, scaled back the search for the missing woman. Aubree Corona of Green River, Wyoming, was last seen on Saturday, July 13th, by both friends and colleagues as she left the campsite near New Fork Lake, driving a dark gray 2005 Chevrolet Avalanche with a cycle on the back. She was supposed to run errands and return to the campsite right there in Dubai, Wyoming, but never showed up. Tip-top search and rescue operations began immediately in Sublette County, with Fremont County assisting on the north side of Union Pass. Other people in the Union Pass area reported seeing her Saturday in an avalanche, but these sightings occurred before she texted any friends. So if it was just an avalanche, they would have received word back from the different personnel in the park long before. So, of course, we now can recognize clearly this was not any kind of an avalanche. Fremont search and rescue members on ATVs and even a helicopter came into the extensive grid search over Monday that covered Green River Lakes and Dubois. But as of Tuesday evening, the search of the entire area resulted in no signs of Miss Corona or that truck that was reported. The official search and rescue mission was suspended. Apparently, Corona got turned around and ended up going all the way over to Union Pass Road, which leaves the Green River Lakes Road and winds over Union Pass to Highway 287. That's a long ways away from the New Fork Lake. And that is really not that far when you think about it. And you start measuring the distance, that is not that far from the Grand Tetons National Forest. Very interesting. And so that's going to be looked at too for a moment. Thank you. Corona reportedly became disoriented on mountain roads near the hills after leaving the Sublette County campsite near the lake. She ended up crossing Union Pass into Fremont County, stopping in Dubois, where she got some directions. The truck, however, was discovered mechanically disabled entirely, most likely a result of driving very rough terrain. Additionally, the coroner's report definitely indicates this was not any accident, as Delta 9 THC gabapentin was discovered in her body. These are not noted as contributing factors. Of course, that's all fictitious because those would certainly be contributing factors. That means that, in all likelihood, she was drugged and then taken out. And that's very interesting. That's what I'll say because, of course, other people who should not have been there, including some hunters, were in that area as well, near Pinedale, Wyoming. Thank you. Coroner rules Aubree Corona's death was an accident. I can tell you folks, based upon suspicious vehicle in the area and some other things that do not add up, this was, of course, not any type of accident. but the coroner claimed that Aubree Corona's manner of death must be an accident due to complications of environmental exposure and hypothermia. The body of Corona Aubree of Green River was found on August 20th, about 1.3 miles from an abandoned. So if these disappearances were not somehow linked together, which, I mean, let's face it, folks, it seems very clear now that the disappearances were probably linked together, then it wouldn't explain this. Aubree Corona, who has been missing since July 13th, has been found deceased. Her body was found according to information relayed by a church prayer on Tuesday. The news came after Wednesday's edition of the Rocket Miner went to print. Investigators had already searched this area before, but had not seen anything suspicious. They later found the truck on a non-traveled road in the area, according to the press release that was given. Corona was camping in New Fork Lake area and contacted friends on July 13th on the other side of Union Pass. They never heard anything else. Anyway, I'm not one to jump to conclusions, but it's been reported that the other hiker who came to New Fork Lake before this person also disappeared around Fremont County, outside of the Grand Tetons National Forest. So I don't believe or take that as any coincidence anymore. You cannot tell me that that is any kind of a coincidence now. We know that both victims, the prior person who disappeared before Aubree, as well as Aubree herself, both vanished in the same area outside of Fremont County near the official Fork Lake, and between the area of the Green River Lakes and Du Bois. So therefore, it's very, very clear now from what I've looked at, and also the history I've looked at about New Fork Lake, that the hunters were involved with this situation. Nothing else would explain the sudden disappearance of both of the victims and prior victims who have been reported here in the Wyoming area. So thank you again. I've enjoyed really covering this. Make sure to comment, like, spread the videos, because we need to get the word out there about these missing person cases. Appreciate it. Until next time, thanks.